Hello everybody, it's vanburman here. Welcome back to another video. We're going to be just doing a very quick chat about Arsenal versus Tottenham. Arsenal 3, Tottenham 1. Not the way I actually thought it was going to go. Pleasantly surprised from an Arsenal point of view and disappointed from a Tottenham point of view. The first half was extremely one-sided. Arsenal absolutely dominated Tottenham, which you would think I would enjoy, and actually I did, but to a degree I was a little bit disappointed in how Tottenham approached the game. They were very negative. Well, actually, it wasn't the fact that the positivity or negativity of it. It was more the fact that it seemed to be like a lack of desire and passion to play in a North London derby, and that is potentially the biggest insult I can really give to Tottenham. Now, naturally, of course, they didn't play as badly in the second half. You've got to play for pride at some point, but I don't know. I think the thing about derbies in general, and especially the North London derby, form does go out the window. Arsenal aren't this good. Tottenham aren't that bad in reality. But yeah, the fact that Tottenham weren't up for it is beyond me, and I don't really understand the issue. I don't understand the problem. When we go to, it's not called White Hart Lane anymore, is it? Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. When we go and play at their place, we don't suffer the same, almost like performance anxiety, I guess. And it was really disappointing to see the fact that Tottenham didn't give it a bigger fight. I don't really like derbies generally being so one-sided. They are meant to be tight affairs, and one shouldn't win 5-0 or 6-0. I know it was 3-1 in the end, which I think flatters Tottenham a tad. But the Arsenal didn't necessarily deserve to keep a clean sheet. We were a bit too sat back too much at 3-0, which is you have to decide to go for it or to be compact, and that's what we went for. And ultimately, we got the win and a very impressive performance to boot as well, which is a good change from the start of this season, I must say. So quite happy with that, very pleasing. Like I say, yeah, Tottenham just disappointed me. Obviously I don't like Tottenham anyway, for rivalry's sake, of course. But yeah, naturally, I would have preferred them to have showed a lot more fight. Clearly, there's some work to do for Nuno. I think he did say that after the end of the game. Very honest about it, actually, which I appreciate anyway. When managers are like that, regardless of what team they're managing, and I think he's aware. He's got a bit of a challenge. I was optimistic when I saw the Tottenham Hotspur team line up. I think Davinson Sanchez and Eric Dyer are a bit weak, I guess, potentially as a pairing. I don't think individually they're too bad, but yeah, I don't know. I didn't have much confidence in them before the game. I have even less confidence in them now. But I don't want to talk about Spurs too much. That's for Spurs fans to comment on. It's a very impressive performance. I'm so happy to see Smith-Rowe get a derby goal, and Saka and Aubameyang. Big nod to Aubameyang doing the knee slide, trying to emulate Thierry, which is a nice call for Thierry, but Aubameyang, you got to do your own thing, is really what I think. But yeah, when Emil's goal winning, big smile. Thoroughly enjoyed that. I can't really remember the last time I enjoyed seeing a goal go in so much. That's genuine. Probably one of the FA Cup finals, I think. Probably the only other time where I've genuinely been ecstatic to see an Arsenal goal go in. So really pleased with that. And the other two goals are fine, but I think just for Emil, I think he's really deserved, really worked hard to get himself that chance to be on the pitch for it. But then just the way he played yesterday was incredible. I'm glad to see that he's stepped it back up a bit as well. He has been one of our better players, to be fair, but he's really deserved that goal. So fair play to Smith-Rowe. Very, very, very proud of him for that. And Ramsdale as well, surprisingly, did an amazing save I know obviously he had the interview with David Seaman afterwards. David Seaman was absolutely loving it, by the way, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Like, couldn't stop grinning. Was so happy to have seen the performance he saw from Aaron. And look, if he carries on like that, well, I think we have a thought that Leno might be going, especially if Aaron Ramsdale did start this last game. But I think it's pretty obvious now that he will be moved on in the summer. I don't think he'll go in January. I don't think Arteta will let him leave that early, especially, you know, if anything was to happen to Aaron Ramsdale, things can switch quite quickly, goalkeeper-wise. It usually doesn't take a lot. So, yeah, I was impressed with him today. He did sell Xhaka a bit short for the goal, which was a foul. It pains me to say, but it was a foul. Admittedly, it was soft, but I think, I don't know, I've seen him given, I guess is what I would say to that one. And other than that, it was good. Xhaka is such a liability, though. He played well yesterday. He flirted with danger. He did like some really reckless foot off the ground tackle that for some reason the commentators didn't pick up on. I think it was Reguilon was crossing the ball. It might have been him, or it might have been whoever the other winger is. And yeah, and he slid in like pretty ferociously, and I was thinking, my goodness, you're lucky you didn't make contact there, because that could have been another red card. But the thing is, the problem is, it's the unknown quantity of Xhaka. He can help you win a game, or he can definitely cost you a game. I don't think he cost us against City. We were always going to lose that one, but the Manchester City game was one of the most embarrassing performances I've ever seen from Arsenal. And I've seen a lot of embarrassing performances from Arsenal. Luckily, yesterday wasn't one of them. Partey was good as well. Actually, I don't think anyone was particularly bad. To be fair, like I say, other than my being unsure of Xhaka, rest were really good. Odegaard was incredible, very understated for a lot of the game, but his pressing and his work rate was like second to none. And what we need to see, if we want to be successful, what we need to see is Aubameyang pressing the way he pressed today. Odegaard does anyway, Smith-Rowe does anyway, Saka does anyway. I can see why I left Pepe on the bench. For me, Pepe has to be a sub. I just don't see how he fits in. In the way that he doesn't press from the front enough. Aubameyang showed today he definitely can do it. So want to see that more from him, not just in the North London derby. But Saka, Smith-Rowe, and Odegaard are really up for it, and hopefully we see that going forward as well. But yeah, it's just one of them. We need a bit more consistency on that front. And Tomiyasu, what can I say? What a signing so far. Thoroughly impressed. I wouldn't trade him for any other right back at the minute. I'm very optimistic about him. So, you know, he did misplace a pass, which could have led to a goal today. He also did that against Burnley. So small things to work on, but generally, and his application is incredible as well. He gets in the box a bit too much for me as a right back. Leaves a lot for Ben White to do, but I imagine, you know, Arteta's gone with Ben White because Ben White can obviously also play right back, to be that cover. The problem then is you need Tierney to shift back into centre back, and then the left side position is open potentially. So yeah, I don't know. We need a bit more coordination on that if we want to go with Tomiyasu being really attacking, because he definitely wants to. I'm not so sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I probably would rather him stay back a bit, to be honest. Provide the width, provide the option, but yeah, getting into the box, he needs to, in my opinion anyway, pull out. So anyway, probably talk your ear off there if you have been watching this. But I'm quite happy so far. It will be interesting to see where we go from here. I think it's easy to say now. I think as a team, Arsenal have the better team compared to Tottenham. Tottenham have some individual players that are obviously better than their Arsenal counterparts, for example. Not that that's a problem. I'd much rather have a better team than better individuals. But I don't necessarily think that means Arsenal will finish above Tottenham. I would like to think that it would happen this season, but having said that, does it matter if one team finishes 9th and the other one finishes 10th? Probably not. It only really matters if one team finishes 4th and the other one finishes 5th. So both teams need to step it up, that's for certain. Arsenal on a much better trajectory now. Obviously, we've gone from Tottenham being at the top, Arsenal being at the Tottenham being 1st, Arsenal being 20th, and we're now 10th and 11th. It's funny, isn't it? A couple of weeks. A week is a long time in football. It's a very apt saying, and this time next week I could be absolutely fuming as we've lost to, can't remember who we're playing next, but if we lose to that team, then I'll be saying, oh no, they're all crap, get rid of them. Too reactionary, I think. I do try not to be. You know, my criticisms of Xhaka and Pepe are very long-standing, and you know, I do appreciate they are professionals and they have the ability to do the right thing. It's their application for me. Okay, well, yes, enjoy the win, fellow Gooners. I'm enjoying it. I'm very, very pleased. It's, like I say, one of the first times I've been this happy, and it was so nice to hear. Like, the crowd was roaring on the TV. It never normally is from the Emirates. More of the same would be ideal at the Emirates, but we'll see. You know, I think for sure the fans can have a big impact on the success of the team this season, especially at home. Right, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.